Alright guys, so it's leg day. Man, squats. So today I'm gonna do some front squats. Leg day always gets the butterflies going, especially when I got squats I'm leaning on. I usually start with hamstrings during prep, but today I want to really push my strength one more time before I really go deep into prep. So I'm gonna start off with quads first. I'm gonna go ahead and warm up with the front squat. So here we go.
What is going on, guys? We are back again with another video, and today is leg day. Oh man, where do I start? Leg day, man. My most intense day of the week. I'd like to say it was back day. It can be sometimes if deadlifts are super intense, but 9 times out of 10 it is leg day for me. It just so happens that legs are not my specialty. Well, I've worked my ass off, so I guess they are my specialty now, but they never were. I guess just because I had some leg issues in my past, but anyway, so here we are. So I do legs twice a week. I do one heavier, one lighter. And today so happened to be my heavier day, and so here I am warming up with some front squats. So I'll train both quads and hamstrings on my leg days, and yeah, so I usually do hamstrings first this deep into prep, but I just wanted to kind of like, you know, switch it up a little bit, and I felt pretty strong today, so I decided to go ahead and shift it and start with quads. The reason why I do hamstrings first usually is because of the fact that it helps warm up my knee joint a little bit better, and that helps me feel a little bit more comfortable, so I don't, you know, feel like I'm gonna hurt myself, you know, this deep into prep. So anyway, so here we are doing front squats, doing reps of about 10. I think I only did about 4 sets here, you know, working up from the bar to 135, 225. Then I think I do 275, and I end up with the big 3 plates of 315. Now, the one thing that I do notice that what I'm doing here is I'm trying to, you know, focus on keeping my elbows high, my chest up, and getting a really good hip, you know, driving my hips into the, you know, the movement, while activating my quads. So it's a lot of like synchronization going on here. So my form is super technical because this deep into prep, like most competitors know, you know, any rep can be your last rep, so you have to keep form super tight. So it means big air, core tight, head forward, you know, eyes neutral, all this stuff, you know, push to the heels, you know, all of this stuff comes into play within an instant, and you got to just be really super technical. So but yeah, I really like front squats. I really like them. It just helps me develop my quads. I remember, you know, when I first started bodybuilding like 10 years ago, I started to focus on working on this form, and I think I've really honed it pretty well over the years. I just can't do that little CrossFit way where you bend your arms back. My arms are just too big, so I'll do the arms cross position. So anyway, so here I am doing 315, and this rep right here, the third rep, I actually strained my right, I guess you would call it ring toe, but it didn't show, and I just focused on keeping the pressure on my heel from the rest of the workout out, but it did hurt like heck. It just so happened that I was doing a lot of cardio lately, and yeah, so I guess the extra stress just led to a strained toe. It is better now. This was 2 weeks ago when I was just under 8 weeks out, or 7.5 weeks out, and now I'm about 5.5 weeks out from my first show of the year, so it is doing a little bit better. I'm just, you know, got some more cushion, bought some new running shoes and stuff like that. So here we are finishing off with some pause squats, and yeah, I really like these because of it takes the time under tension to a whole nother level. You know, I mean, it really helps to maintain that muscle fullness, size, and just, you know, you can get that muscle control and my muscle connection, and it just really taps into those motor neurons. So if you haven't tried the pause squats, I definitely recommend it. It's a great exercise, I mean a great intensity technique to really blast the legs. So yeah, so here we are doing the one leg press. This is I love this because of the fact that it helps me keep muscle symmetry and balance the strength, because I had, long story short, I had a lot of leg surgeries in the past, broken legs and whatnot, and this just keeps me, you know, keeps me very symmetrical and balanced. So that's why I do this. This is one of my old leg videos, but I still do it. So, and like I said, I'm just working up. I keep the reps a little bit higher just because I did heavy squats, so I don't go crazy heavy like I do in the off season. So Next up is the reverse dumbbell lunge. So if you've seen my other leg video, it's pretty much the same thing, but I'm just reiterating it all here. This is a great exercise. I like this better than the walking lunge just because of the fact that you can just kind of hit rep after rep to keep that muscle time under tension a little bit more regular, and you can go heavier. I feel. I mean, it's up. Really, it's up to the individual, but I feel I can go heavier. You get more glute activation because the glute gets hit first, and the hamstrings get involved as well. So you just gotta make sure you keep your chest up and don't get too sloppy with it, because I have hurt myself on that before, and it was actually 4 weeks out from my 2015 first show, and I still came away with the win, but I'm super cautious with it now, so knock on wood. Anyway, so here we are, finishing off quads with the single leg extension. Same reason that I do this the same reason that I do this because of the same thing that I do the single leg press for symmetry and balance. So alright, so we're leading off hamstrings with the power exercise, the lying leg curl. I like to load this up heavy, keep the reps moderate, low to moderate, because the hamstrings are predominantly a fast twitch fiber, so go as heavy as you can. And it just so happened that I wanted to keep the workout a little bit quicker, so I supersetted.
Last set. Pray for me.
I supersetted. I say pray for me. I supersetted the Romanian deadlifts with the leg curl, so I could really maximize my time, but also keep that time and attention. Just keep, the muscles, give the muscles a reason to stick around. So here we are. I was lucky. I just felt a little bit stronger today. May not be like that every day, but I felt stronger, so I decided to work up to 405, 4 plates. Again, I do use my belt for heavy deadlifts, so here we are. And so we did get, I don't remember exactly how many reps, there's 2. But again, form is technical. You gotta stay on top of it. One slight wrong move could be it. So you do want to walk that fine line so you can be your best, but at the same time, injury prevention is numero uno. So yeah, it was 6 reps, so
That was some heavy shit.
yeah, it was not light at all. So all right, so another one of my single leg exercises using one leg at a time, just for that balance issue that I talked about earlier. I'll do this double leg as well, but just so happened that I did it single leg today. But yeah, guys, I mean, leg training is super intense this deep into prep, with all the cardio, the posing, the training. I mean, my legs sometimes feel heavy. I feel like they want to be, kind of on the verge of overtraining. But, I just drink a lot of water, try to get as much rest as I can, 4.5, 5 hours, 6 hours sleep, try my best. I know it's not the best, but, just hanging in there. Alright, so we're approaching the end of the workout here. We're doing some glute kickbacks. A lot of people like doing the barbell hip thrusts. I used to do that a lot. I actually don't do it as much anymore, just because of the fact that this gym is smaller and they have this machine. So this makes it a little bit quicker setup. Still targets the glutes really well. You can go heavy because it's a single leg at a time. And as long as you get that hip extension and work the negative, you really can get some really good glute activation here. So get the striations. But yeah, all right. So that is the glute kickback, and then I work into the adductor and abductor, just for full complete thigh from every angle, inner, outer, front, back, all that stuff. So I do high reps here just because of the fact that I don't know. I could tack on plates and stuff like that, but I just keep reps about 20. So, but yeah. So leg day, man. I'm telling you, having 2 leg days in is super tough. Yeah, I can go to single or 1 leg day per week, but I just feel like I recover just enough to get 1 heavy, 1 light in. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll actually back off a little bit of the quads just from all the cardio and stuff like that on my lighter leg day, and keep hamstrings, because hamstrings seem to recover pretty well for me, but the quads sometimes I do feel the knee joint and stuff, so I'll back off.
I was super intense and super tired, but I still gotta get back, do some posing, and then get my meals in, get to work. So day's not over, I'm tired as hell, but that's what I'm doing for leg day.
Alright, guys.